Welcome back to another episode on our Earth Dwellers channel. Today we're out in the chicken run and I want to talk about ways to get our chickens to continue laying eggs. I just have a few tips and tricks. These guys are already tearing into all of these fodder, roots and sprouts. All of this fresh fodder for our chickens. This fodder is full of nutrients. These chickens do not get this other than in the summertime. So we supplement all of these roots and sprouts for our chickens just to keep them fed and have a little bit more extra nutrition in the winter here. One more way that we are supplementing food is by soaking our grains. These have been soaked for about 2 days here, and I just pour it all out right on the compost here. They'll scratch all that around and it will run through our compost. You can see this is where our pumpkins were. The chickens have torn all that up. So aside from just feeding these guys different foods in the winter time here, we also like to supplement a little bit of lighting. We have our solar panel here. It is a little dirty, running this light here. So this light reflects off the ceiling and sheds nice ambient light in here. So I have came out here in the winter time when it gets dark and just pop the little latch here, and our chickens will all be sitting in here chit-chatting, just enjoying being in the coop with some light on. And that leads me to the next topic. We do not want to stress these chickens. We basically just give them all that they need and they produce. I do not force it upon them. We just let them do their thing. I try and keep these hens and roosters happy. So I was just out here doing our normal routine. We've got these pretty light blue eggs from our Easter egger. We've got 5 hens, we've got 5 eggs. I had came out yesterday, same deal, had 5 eggs. We are doing something right because all of this ground is pretty well frozen around their run here. We have nothing but snow everywhere. But all of that deep bedding is another component to keeping these chickens happy and foraging and laying through winter here. All of this compost in here provides a very good source of nutrients for these chickens, and it keeps them busy and happy. You can see that they are tearing that fodder up and all of the soaked grains. They absolutely love it, and it is another way to maximize what you've already spent or grown for food for these guys. So just by simply adding water or soaking our grains, we can multiply our nutrients and our savings all at the same time here. I usually do not feed them all of the fodder and the soaked grains at the same time. Usually it's one day and then the next day. I had brought them both out here because I wanted to show everybody what we were doing here and how much the chickens actually like it. So if you are not able to grow this fodder or sprout it under lights, you can still set it in a windowsill. And if that does not work for you, you can just set a mason jar in the windowsill, fill it up with your scratch grains and fill it with some water, give it a day or two, and you can feed it to your chickens. So I just wanted to share a few little tricks of how we're still getting eggs in the winter, because I've seen a lot of questions asked, a lot of topics on this right here, because a lot of chickens will just stop. As soon as it gets cold and the light starts to diminish, wintertime starts to set in, your eggs are done. You will lose production. So what we've done is created a system that allows these hens to continue laying, just passively providing everything they need, and they provide for us.